Good Friday morning to all. Hope you are doing well. Tomorrow, Shabbat, we read Parashat Naso at home. Now, there's a lot of material to cover in Parashat Naso. So today we're going to address briefly an area that is not addressed so much. It is from the less popular or perhaps less well-known sections from this week's Parashah. It is known as Gezel Hager. That's what it is known. You would find it in chapter 5, verse 5, or right towards the end of Shlishi, right before Revi. The Torah talks about a situation, and this is addressed to us by Moshe Rabbeinu in a situation where a person performed Chataot Ha'adam, a terrible sin, Lim'ol ma'al b'Hashem, treachery against the Almighty. And it's talking about a situation that a Jew was holding money that belonged to another Jew. And when the funds were requested, they say, I don't know what you're talking about. And they even take an oath that they owe zero. This is considered a serious violation, not just financially, but even taking the false oath, and therefore sacrifices and atonement are needed. Now, this section that appears here actually already appears in the book of Vayikra, and commentators ask, and this goes back to Talmudic literature, why is it being repeated here? What new information is provided? So the way the rabbis read the section in this week's Parsha is by telling us that it is addressing a situation where a person is holding money of someone else. The person comes and makes a claim and they say, I owe you nothing, takes an oath. The person who is demanding, the rightful owner who is demanding his money, is upset, doesn't get his money, and then unfortunately dies. And we're talking in this week's Parsha in a situation where the person who died was a convert and had no children. So now the question is, when eventually the person who recognizes his misdeeds wants to return the funds, who is he going to give it to? This individual had no children. He has no family. He converted to Judaism alone. So what do you do with the funds? This is what this section is talking about. Now, Nachmanides tells us that, listen, this is necessary now because the nation at this point is camping around with their tribe. And obviously there were those who converted that perhaps felt that they're not connected to any one of the tribes or perhaps the Klal Yisrael. And the Torah tells us that's not the case. You have all the rights as a member of the Jewish nation. And if someone mistreats you, the ger, the one who converted, it is a me'ilah ba'Hashem, it's a treachery against the Almighty. Because when you mistreat those who cannot defend themselves, that is the greatest violation that a Jew could do. Because our real responsibility and the essence of Judaism is to be concerned of the welfare of those who are defenseless. The Yatom ve'almana, that's what we are there for. That's what we are all about. Concern for those who are in need, defenseless, like the ger we are talking about here. So therefore, it's a very significant parsha, and it tells us what Judaism is about, that those who are defenseless, it is our job to roll up our sleeves and take care of them. We do tzedakah, we do chesed, and we are concerned about those who do not have this support system. It's an important message at a time that there are many people who are lonely, and we give them the chizuk, right, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Almighty, is with them, and therefore we're going to act like the Almighty and try to give them the necessary support that we should get through this period of time to reconnect as a community, and with our prayers we should get there sooner than what appears to be predicted. We should hear good things. It should be a wonderful Shabbos and all the best. Shabbat Shalom, a good Shabbos. Bye-bye.